What's up, everybody? So, nothing about my day went to plan, which was we got this notice in the mail that we were going to have a 12-hour power outage. So, after I got off my live yesterday with the cards, I doubled down. I have 2 birthdays coming up. One's my bestie roommate, and the other one's my sister, my eldest sister, Angie. There are 2 birthdays coming up. So I scrambled and I got all my chores done yesterday that I normally kind of stagger because I figured today I would be unable to do some of the other things that you can use electricity for, right? So I cranked a bunch of activities out, including birthday shopping. Got myself all tired, so beat, and the power outage lasted for 45 minutes in the middle of the night. So I would have done Emoji Tarot today before the new moon if I'd have known that was going to be the case. But in lieu of that, and the frustrational fact of whatever, I feel like I could have balanced my day better and been of service better. But that's okay. Emoji Tarot in the morning, yeah? I'll make a regular reel about that too, so people can actually be warned. I know y'all like a little bit of heads up. But this kind of flows into my thoughts for the day. I'm going to try to keep this short. I always say that, and it's 15 minutes long. So I got my ear. Okay, so before I get started on the message of the day, this is why things are always 15 minutes long. I have a pressure change in my ear trying to happen right now. I've had a lot of lymphatic drainage, sinus drainage today, and sneezing. And I know why I'm feeling allergic today. I've been eating pretty fucking clean for a few months. And if I deviate just a little bit from that, I have a reaction. So yesterday, while I was in the middle of scrambling, I decided I'm also at the end of my meal preps. And I need to take time to meal prep. But I didn't have the chance yesterday. So I had one portion left that I was saving for this power outage and talked myself into going to In-N-Out. I had a 3x3 and it had enough impurities in it because there's seed oils in the dressing that I haven't really eaten in a long time. And that's what's causing all this blockage. So I did it to myself. I'm learning that my body will literally cause havoc if I don't treat it better. So, you know what I'm going to do? Double down. This is my Rock-A-Cow drink in the morning with cayenne pepper. And instead of collagen lately, I've been using bone broth. So this is really a whole meal in its of itself. So this is my breakfast while I sit here and talk to you guys. Message of the day. And I'll probably have to say this over and over again because for the people in the back. But since it's Taurus season, I've noticed that some of the shadow tendencies of Taurus is to have convenience. A lot of Taurus energy that I know of do not like things if they're not easily attained. I think Taurus energy invented single serving things and single wrapped cheeses and pre-sliced and pre-shredded cheese. But let me tell you, and I'm saying cheese for a reason, because I live with a Taurus, and I watch her every night have cheese o'clock in the evening. So, and it's always, it's never off the block. It's something that's already pre-sliced. saying. So when it comes to convenience, there's always a trade, and you have to be aware of that trade when it comes to, sliced cheeses, for instance, or shredded cheese. The trade-off is with sliced cheese, it's going to be a little bit more dry, pre-sliced. Shredded cheese, you're going to have extra additives like cellulose. Again, I'm going to use more food metaphors. Pre-ground spices can have a lot of foreign matter in them. We're learning that there can be lead contamination in your cinnamon. And I'm pretty fucking sure that goes for all the spices, if you think about it. Why not? So whole spices is probably better, right? Fresh garlic, fresh whole cinnamon. But is it more convenient? No, not really, because they just sort of act different in their whole form. Sometimes they don't flavor a dish as instantly, and you have to take more time for it to mature and marinate, right? So there's less convenience involved. When you take shortcuts, spiritual bypass yourself and others, you try to sometimes prevent other people from going through ups and downs, especially the downs. If you try to save and coddle somebody from learning life lessons all the time, there's going to be a trade-off for that convenience for them not to have their heart broken. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they decide to fucking mow the lawn right as I start to record. There's a little patch of grass outside my window. That's a community property thing, but hopefully it's not ruining the audio. Very inconvenient for them to be mowing the lawn right now. So, but the trade-off of me waiting is my day would go forward, and I have more things to do today. I have more duties to perform. I have to meal prep, so I would have to delay everything else in my day in order to make sure the circumstances are perfect. Sometimes forward action, creating momentum, has zero convenience involved. You have to go out of your way sometimes to make your next day easier. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing all day yesterday, just in case of a power outage. Was I was trying to make my day easier in case of no electricity. I'm all caught up on dishes because of that notice. So, not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I probably wouldn't have done 2 loads of dishes yesterday if this was the case. I spent a lot more time doing that than I would have been doing service for you guys, emoji tarot, or writing my astrology chart for my friend. That's I don't have that many astrology clients for a reason. So when I say I have one client in that arena, that's what I mean. I accidentally I started rearranging things on my table and bumped the whole setup for the camera. You have to make things harder for yourself. One of the people that I admire a lot when it comes to work ethic in creating art is Jack White. In the fact that he says, when he's performing, he will rearrange his instruments to be 2 or 3 more steps apart than the last show. So he has to stay alert and work harder to get to it, so he never gets into a comfortable rut. I fucking love that concept. And he's a Cancer. He's like a Cancer stellium, as far as I remember. I think he's got some powerful Gemini energy, but in the way that it helps with his lyricism. It's just his ethic, though, that I'm trying to highlight when it comes to this. And Cancerians aren't usually straightforward like that when it comes to working harder and being less convenient. So I would say Taurus and Cancer are very adept to the easy route. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you want to look at a hard worker, you're also going to look at a Taurus. It's just that I feel like when a Taurus wants to unplug and have convenience in their life, did I say inconvenience? Let me rephrase that just in case I said it wrong. When a Taurus wants to have convenience in their life, it's because they're feeling kind of stressed out in other areas. They're probably maxing out everywhere else. So I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing, but I am saying y'all probably invented individually wrapped cheese. Like, you guys probably invented those airport escalator, like, platforms that are flat, just so you can just get there fast. Like, not necessarily faster, because a human walking pace is faster, but you just get there easier. I think you guys did that. My Mars in the 12th house loves to take it easy, but it also likes to, this is the way I handle the situation, so you know I always give examples. Me and my 12th house, Mars and Taurus, I have a lot of 12th house Gemini, a lot of 12th house Taurus, so it's all water. It's hard to get purchased sometimes. But what I do in this case is I turn my laziness into romanticism. So, like, for instance, the other day, like 3 weeks ago, somebody left a bag of dollar store candles at the gym. So I've been lighting the candles all over the gym. It was like literally a whole bag of like these little scented candles. So I've been placing them in strategic places all over the gym and lighting them before work and playing my music and just setting a romantic vibe to get to work. And it's been a lot of fun to do that. Like, and it makes my hard work easier because I'm being more romantic about it. But it's not necessarily that I'm being convenient about it. Actually, I'm taking an extra step to light those candles and taking an extra step to set a mood. But it creates an air of ease. It heightens my sense of femininity. It makes my day enhanced. That's also very Taurus. It's very soft. So there's ways to continue being devoted and dedicated without always going into discipline and being hard on yourself. It can feel convenient just because it feels sensual. So I'm absolutely advocating to romanticize your life here instead of make it convenient. I'll probably have to repeat this message quite a bit. But that's the thought of the day. So I know it's weird to say something like this on a Monday when everybody's getting back to work. They've got the Mondays, but bake on it. It'll make sense. Did I say everything I needed to say? Emoji Tarot tomorrow instead. I'll make some kind of infographic or a reel or announcement or something about it. So keep an eye out. Come play with me. I love the participation. New Moon in Taurus, I haven't made a reel for that yet, like an art reel. I just haven't felt, with art, you have to be in the zone for it. Otherwise, it's turning it into something else other than art. So, my feelings will dictate that, and the image is therefore in. So, stay tuned. But I love you guys. Happy Monday. Make it sensual. Make it sensual. It's a higher octave than sexuality or sexy days. Although sexy days are good too. But make it sensual. Give it a shot. I promise you'll like it.